All right, so tonight we are talking about growing pains, as I said, but before we're gonna get into the since we've been going, because it's been a minute since we've been here. Um, First things first, let's talk. Uh, I found this one funny. I didn't know how to caption it, but here we go. Some squad in Chicago moved into a man's house. The man pulls up in his house. Y'all not supposed to be here. Yes, we are. We got a lease, and if you want us out, it'll cost you $3,000 to get us out. See, that's the game plan. That's how they do it. This homeowner, however, he goes down in the Hall of Fame. You know what he did? He called his family up. He went to Dick's Sporting Goods. He bought 6 air mattresses. He moved into the house in the living room. So when they came out the next morning, him and his whole family was in the living room of the house. The squatters couldn't take the noise, so the squatters left.
So he squatted in his own house?
Pretty much. He out-squatted the squatters. I personally think that's dope. That's that get down there and meet them where they at kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right hour went, but it worked out for him.
Yeah, I mean, because of course our mind is probably, violent or something like that. See, me, I'm an asshole, so depending on what they say to me, I might set the house on fire. If I can't have it, y'all can't have it. Everybody going. This is Left Eye all over again.
How long was he on vacation?
I don't know. They didn't get to that part.
Squatting rules. It's a certain amount of time.
No. You don't have squatters' rights if you are there illegally. Squatters' rights only happens if you are paying rent.
Right.
A lot of these people, they get fake made up leases and shit, and then get in there and then they say, oh, if you want me to leave out, you gotta pay me. He said, I'm not going to pay y'all. The money I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to import some of my family. I'm going to go get us some air mattresses. It's Taco Tuesday, so I'm going to get us some tequila too.
So that's even more reason. They didn't have any squatter rights.
Yeah.
Right, but the thing about it is that the cops don't do anything. If you had your house, right? Let's say you go away. Mm-hmm. When you get back, I'm in your house, right? Depending on how long I've been in your house and if I have any mail or proof of lease or whatever the case may be, the cops are not going to do anything. You still got to take me to court.
Right.
Even though everybody standing here knows I'm illegally here.
Right. That's why I said, how long were they there?
I don't know. You're thinking about the wrong thing. I'm commending the fucking homeowner.
No, I'm thinking about the legal part of it.
It is legal.
You can't call the cops. They know how to
No, you call the cops, but the cops are not going to do anything. They're going to tell you, you got to take them to court. So this dude said, I'm not going through that.
Yeah.
See, the cops are gonna get him out. I'm gonna call my family. But we ain't get no motherfucking
not to get no air
mattress. I'm calling all the rules I know. And we get motherfuckers about this house today. Pull up.
We having a hood slumber party.
Right. You still got hands? Pull up.
Right. All right. A man on Hot 97. I'm not gonna mention his name because I don't want to give him that kind of light. But he said that kids should be able to disrespect their parents in order to develop their voice as adults.
What?
Disrespect is crazy.
What? So, like, if you let's say you tell little Shay, I need you to go wash those dishes. In his mind, little Shay should be able to say, why should I have to wash the dishes? I don't feel like it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know when I was growing up, that type of talk would have got your ass put to sleep.
Easy.
Right.
Easy.
You'd have woke up at your grandmother's house.
Right.
Okay.
You don't want to wash the dishes? That means you tired.
Right. Exactly. You got to be sleeping.
You want to go sleep?
You got to be. So what he's saying is that type of treatment to children makes children, when they become adults, it's hard for them to communicate. Now, here's my issue with that. I do believe that some parents shut their kids down a little too much.
Right.
But I'm not going to giving the lane for shit like this. You know why? Because it's shit like this why we have so many young people now getting in shit with the cops and they don't understand their part in it.
Right.
I didn't do nothing. You told the cop to suck your dick.
Expressing feeling and being disrespectful is Two different things.
And you got right. So we gotta define the lines because I can understand you going, can I do it later? I'm tired. I get that.
Right.
But why? How come? I don't wanna. Those type of starts.
Why don't you? Why don't you was crazy.
Why don't you? I was watching this thing with Ali Sadiq today. He said he has a son and his aunt wanted to kill the son because they was making fish. And she asked the son, she told the son they had fish. And the son was like, what type of fish you have? And she was like, I think she said snapper. And he was like, well, I don't eat snapper. I eat flounder and some other shit. She's like, well, we don't have that. And he was like, well, what do you have? So she named the fish again and she said salad. And he said, well, I'll have the salad. And did like that. Look, did like that.
Go get it now.
To an aunt. Listen, yeah, that type of shit will definitely get you killed in the black household.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of homes, that was a great segue. Did y'all hear about the game? He had to give up his house?
Yeah. Wow.
$7 million to settle a sexual assault lawsuit. Yeah, sexual assault. They coming at everybody.
Flirting is becoming expensive.
No, it's not even flirting. Trying to get some pussy is becoming. Look, they just caught Smokey Robinson, bro. Tears of a Clown Smokey Robinson is now under criminal investigation because they said that he's been sexually abusing his housekeepers. Have we seen how old he is?
He's doing that now, or he was?
I don't know when.
I hope it was past tense.
Yeah, but if it was past tense, he probably didn't need to do physical because they used to have to dip this shit ass Bill Cosby. But yeah, they coming at him.
Sexual harassment is very shaky
at
a certain age.
Huh?
When the harasser is a certain age, it's very shaky.
No, you know what it's like? It's
you're not sexual harassment when you're 85 years old. You're not sexually harassing me. You're just not, bro.
So what is it?
Sexual harassment.
So what is it if they're 85?
Nothing. You're not sexually harassing me.
Nah. You gotta speak to them ladies though, like them home attendants, them old ass home attendant niggas be wild.
They be getting fondled. They be getting fondled.
Right. I did see a video where they had some strippers at the hospital for this old dude, and I was like,
I did see that.
Yeah, at first I was like, he probably was bothered, but he looked like he was enjoying himself.
Right. They just hold. They just purr. They just purr. What are you really gonna do at 85 years old?
Depend. Did he stop at the gas station? Them fucking honey packs work. I just want to say.
There's so much to choose from. You got honey packs, you got rhino.
Put your slappy wanker away, girl.
I feel like a rhino 10,000. Shit.
He said, look, baby, they got something for you too up here now.
Come out with that motherfucking Jesus cross, one ace band around his knee. Put her ass to work. All right. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, this is definitely late, but I still have to acknowledge him. Rodney Hinton Jr. He is my vote for Father of the Year.
Oh, the one that got arrested?
And he didn't just get arrested. Let's talk about why he got arrested. His son was murdered by a police officer. Right. The next day, he ran the sheriff over with his car. Now, here's my thing. People was like, but that wasn't the cop that killed him. I guess he fit the description. That was a good one?
That was a good one.
Boom. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I finally got one.
Absolutely a good one.
Knocked that one out? All right. But yeah.
Super whatever, just not correct, but it was a good joke.
Oh yeah, it was definitely politically incorrect. Yes. How do you feel about that though?
I understand it. I totally understand. Right, he stood 10 toes down in the courtroom. Yep.
Yeah, he was mean mugging
him in the courtroom.
Yo, he damn sure did.
Crazy.
And they said a black cop actually had to help him in the elevator.
Yeah, he stayed with him.
Yeah,
he didn't want to leave him with the white.
Yeah,
they was good. They was going.
And you know they
I mean, but either way, like that's where it gets tricky, right? Because he's fucked.
Well,
yeah. They're about to send him to a KKK
prison. For sure. Once he's inside for real, he got it bad.
Protect that man.
No, from who?
I'm just that's what they say now.
I mean, my only thing with it, and I think we kind of touched on this on another episode, is like try to get the nigga that did it first.
That did it?
Yeah, try to get it. If you really can't,
right,
then
the sheriff will do. Right.
I think he just saw red. He ain't
he saw blue.
He saw blue.
He saw blue.
He saw blue. So bad, like you gotta die.
Everybody. That's right. That nigga. He watched about 2 hours of Law and Order, and that was it.
He probably watched what's the movie?
Skin.
Yeah, he probably watched American Skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that was yeah. They talked about it in that.
Oh yeah, he not surviving 6 months. He might not survive 6 days.
Nah, if so, he gonna be in a box forever.
That's his best bet.
You say that's his best bet? All right, so
punch my face on the walking.
Before we get into it, we got to talk about it. We don't have to go in depth, but
it's getting shaky.
The Diddy trial.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knew what was coming.
Shaky.
In one word. I can't even say it in one word. This is what I'm going to say. And Ply said something similar. You never realize, like, you may think you're a freak until you hear some shit that another motherfucker did. You be like, nigga, I ain't nothing. Here, I thought having sex with the lights on and the window open, recording us maybe. This nigga's importing dick.
Diddy got me feeling like, how do you say
a virgin.
What they call people who like born during sex?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla. Yes. They said it's been so much said. Poor Cassie. So right. Like we haven't even gotten into the trial. This is just Cassie. They like to come and rub it on him.
Yeah, she's big and freaking nasty.
Like,
disgusting.
Like, all right. I'll be honest. I don't even like my own come on me.
Absolutely.
Let alone another nigga.
Ew, get it off.
I be like, oh, the thingy. And what the fuck? He would hire people to
like,
piss.
damn, I missed.
Right. He hired people to piss in Cassie's mouth.
Yo.
Oh, that one is so weird to me because like you paid people
to do what you could have did. No, but they said
they were cheap for free.
But the reason why they said that he did it is because they said Diddy ain't diddly diddling.
Yeah, but
he got a little diddler.
So think about it though, right? Think about it. Diddy hit you up, be like, yo, I want you to smash Cat. You're like, all right, cool, fire. I'm smash Cat. I'm looking at her ass anyway.
Right.
They like, and I'm gonna give you a bag.
No, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. I gotta be there. No, I gotta be there. I gotta watch. And when you nut, I gotta use the nut as lotion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? They asked so many questions about the baby oil. The judge said, enough questions about the goddamn baby oil. 20 goddamn questions.
Listen, still ain't equal to how many bottles we found.
Right. I
got a question per bottle.
Who was this one for?
You're not how big is a bag you give these people?
Are you serious?
I'm just saying.
So in all that you've heard so far,
right,
there's still a bag available which would have been a part of this.
How big is a bag?
This nigga must gotta pay his rent or something. Cause I ain't never heard him talk like this. Are you serious? Nah, ain't.
You say you just need it for lotion? I see you ain't gonna do nothing else with it now.
It ain't a bag big enough,
what
bro.
Somebody do with after they come out.
But he's there watching you. Like listen, you're missing the point of you here. Yeah, take that. And
said he's gonna be home soon. He definitely gonna be home soon.
Who?
He said his mom said he's gonna be home soon. Absolutely.
No, he ain't, and she should be ashamed of herself.
Them text messages shaking.
No, because only thing he's trying to do is make it seem like Cassie was down for it. That's it.
Do we know Cassie?
You know what I feel sorry for? Fuck Cassie.
Do we know Cassie?
No, you know what I feel sorry for? I feel sorry for her husband.
This shit.
A moment of silence for her husband.
Oh yeah.
Because he's sitting in the courtroom listening to this shit.
Yeah. She probably not even nasty with him.
And she probably ain't told him half this shit that she been doing.
But the nigga sharing that 20 mil, she got every shit I hear. I need another meal.
Oh my God. You was letting him piss in your mouth? That's going to cost you at least another $2 million.
Might be about to eat sushi. Mm-hmm. That's what she did. That's crazy.
And while we're on the
Yeah, ready.
while we're speaking
I
about
kissed you, right?
while we're speaking about celebrities in prison,
Oh yeah.
Tory Lanez, I think he'll be home soon.
So, but do you realize how fucked up that is?
He had to get stabbed up
The
first.
nigga got stabbed up 14 times, and then like 3 hours later,
They
go,
go,
yo.
All right, yo, I can't let this go on too much longer.
Nigga might get
Right.
stabbed again.
Like, Tory Lanez got stabbed. Now we talk about Tory Lanez. Let's get this out the way.
Right. He didn't
Like,
really
now, how did it?
like he didn't shoot the bitch. I mean, I didn't say nothing because I was trying to keep my job. But here's one
Now,
that
the stabbing is on serious note. Stabbing is fucked up. I'm
Yeah.
glad he made it through. That was crazy. I just think that was
no.
That
My
was
thing is you got stabbed by a Mexican in the lip. That's some superstar status shit right there.
So
That's like Pop getting shot 5 times, nigga.
I don't know how true this is, but there's something spiraling around that said that it was actually personal.
Yeah.
And
he had told his pops the day before.
Fucking with the dude's wife. Like she come visit and he told the nigga like, yo, she want black dick. And then he was gonna fuck her. Don't know how true this is, but I damn sure
Tory
saw
told a Mexican
the
dude,
nigga, yeah.
I'm gonna fuck your wife.
Did you see the dude?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even ask that nigga for the time of day.
First of all, nobody's fucking his wife, but y'all both in jail.
No, somebody's fucking her.
Yeah, a free person.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but that's jail beef though.
Yeah, forever.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely jail beef. Like, I can't. Yeah, that was stupid. Tory.
Yeah,
Tory's like 4'7", bro. Relax.
But look where it got him though. Look what it got him. They got the world feeling sorry for him.
I tell you this much though. His next album's gonna be crazy.
No, it ain't just gonna be a bunch of jail shit.
Nah, it's gonna be crazy. Think about it. 50 got shot 9 times, came out, made an album. He got stabbed in jail, and he got blamed for a shooting he didn't do. I'm about to be crazy.
The album, the first singles were called that. I told y'all that bitch was lying.
Right.
And in other news, Chris Brown got arrested today.
What?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Breezy got arrested in Manchester. Check this shit out. In 2023, he got into it with somebody, a producer. The producer says that Chris Brown hit him in the head with a Patron bottle and his entourage kicked him and beat him. That was in 2023.
Right.
Chris Brown goes to Manchester because he has a tour. He has a couple of dates out there, I think, yesterday, the day before. Somebody from the Post calls up Manchester police and say, hey, y'all still looking for Chris Brown? Because he just checked into the hotel right here. 2:00 in the morning, they came and got him. Right. So, hopefully
I'm confused. So he was wanted by them?
I guess for questioning. But my thing is this is Chris Brown. You mean to tell me y'all couldn't find him? Y'all couldn't find him?
That's what I'm confused with.
Come to Manchester to find him.
At all.
Check his tour dates.
Like, come on.
Everywhere. Like,
shit is horrible. But now he got remixed residuals. He might actually do it with R. Kelly. Boom, boom. All right. Free Breezy. There was some other shit, but I forgot it. Okay, so before we get into growing pains, when MJB, mentioned this topic, which I thought was a very dope fucking topic. Wait, the playoffs?
Knicks.
Oh, math wants us to do it, so we gotta talk. Give it up for the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the Knicks. They've been doing their thug fizzle. Two come from. He like y'all.
Now I'm gonna be not talking about my Knicks.
Look, yo.
He said, "Remember we in May." They
Right.
still balling.
So shout out.
See, but Matt was over doing the brush and burning and all that.
Right. Yeah, all of that. But all right, since we talking about Knicks and everything.
Jalen Brown grabbing Josh Hart's dust is crazy.
Yo, that was so gripped it too, like
and then nut tap.
right.
Wait, you said Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brown.
Grab Josh Hart's.
The nigga from Boston that was supposed to be rocking with Angel Reese.
No,
No, he was supposed to. They
banned by the body.
Okay. No, it wasn't. It was him.
Bam Adebayo. Oh, injury, you're right. I'm thinking
Right.
about Angelo Wilson.
Yeah, I was about to say, nah.
Right. So he grabbed somebody from the Knick Nuts.
Josh Hart.
I don't like Josh Hart. Can I say that?
How can you
How
not
you
like
not
Josh Hart?
Josh Hart gives me Sonny from You Got Served vibes. You know why? Because whenever the game is getting intense, he always do some dumb shit and turn the ball over.
Nah, bro.
I don't
You
know.
can't
Nah,
even be a
nah.
Knicks fan and say you don't like Josh Hart.
Yeah,
Oh,
nah.
okay, well, how long have I not been a Knicks fan? So the fuck are we talking about here?
He said we used
You
to
can't be a fan of sports and not like Josh Hart.
Sure, I can. I am now. See, and that's the problem with people. You have an opinion of some shit that you don't like, and all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. It's just like I was watching on fucking Facebook, huh? That's okay. That's fucking fine, but it's my fucking opinion. God damn it, respect it. Shit.
That's a well opinion, like.
Josh Hart though.
That's the light skin one that got elbowed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave me the fucking Sonny from You Got Served vibe.
He was watching. He
If you
flicked
just
through.
said I can't.
He flicked through one game and
Nah,
saw a
I
turnover.
watched-
Even
No.
you said Cat. I don't like Cat. I'm like,
No, Cat is goofy. I don't, but
Josh Hart.
yeah, son.
He is the heart of the team right now.
Listen, I'm telling y'all that nigga gives me Sonny vibes. Whenever they lose, I look directly at him.
It ain't never his fault.
I don't give a fuck. He gives me that vibe. Every time I'm watching the game, he do some turnover shit.
Okay.
Please don't. But anyway, out of all the playoffs, which series do you think right now is probably the best series?
I mean, the Knicks Boston series is the best series
Yeah,
only
Knicks.
because like nobody in their right mind would ever pick the Knicks to win this series. So that's the
And
best
if he
series.
up 3-2 now.
Yeah, so he said, "What did Josh Hart do to you?"
Shit, keep it all the way 100. They wasn't even supposed to. They should have just finished it last night.
Right.
No, they
Yeah.
definitely should.
Nah, I knew they wasn't gonna
If
though.
they don't win tomorrow, it's shaky.
If they don't win tomorrow, it's over.
Yeah.
This is the Knicks. Let's not forget what the Knicks do. What all New York teams
Nah,
do.
but
They
see-
get you sucked in.
Yeah,
They
but-
get the entire town believing in them, and then they crash and fucking
Yeah,
burn.
but the difference this time around is like, come on, y'all don't even got Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum.
That's.
Did you see what this
Fred-
boy
Fred-
Brown
Fred-
did to them
Fred-
last
Well,
night?
yeah,
And the funny looking, I don't even know his name.
I mean-
What is that boy's name
Which one? Derek White.
from Boston that looks like he should have been in the movie Powder?
Derek White.
Yes.
Very funny looking.
Very funny.
Yeah.
He looks like he talks like the judge from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. He's talking like this. That's what he looked like. I swear to God.
I mean.
He said if they win, he need an apology from you.
Yeah, he gonna get that apology when niggas don't want to apologize. Good shit, my nigga.
Listen, they told Jalen though. Listen, we gave you the bag, nigga.
Right.
This is what we gave it to you.
This is your moment, you little ugly
Your moment.
motherfucker.
That's the second highest paid player in the NBA.
Right.
I think what's her name is surprising to me though. Pacers and what's his name? And
I'll agree to that.
Pacers and I think it was the
Yeah,
OKC.
the Cleveland Cavaliers have to be studied.
Cleveland. Yeah.
They have to be studied.
Yeah.
Like mental, some type of
Yeah.
mental block.
I didn't see that one
Nobody
happen.
can lose that series.
Yeah, I didn't see that one happening at all.
Guess who else ain't see it?
Especially the way it happened. Like y'all need
Yo.
to make it.
Yeah, like, it
It was-
was competitive. Like it was
Like y'all went from blowing everybody out.
Just to get, they was tired.
Yeah.
They were tired.
But listen, I'll say this. I said this off camera. I'll say it again. If the Knicks at least make it to the championship, we have to give them at least a block party. Maybe not a parade because they won the chip, but they got to get at least a block party. A barbecue outside the garden.
Would they get if they win the Eastern Conference
A
Finals?
barbecue outside the garden.
How about they just get the fucking advance like any other fucking team?
Nah, bro.
What
they
the
gotta
fuck?
get something, bro.
So now we giving out gold stars for good enough?
Absolutely.
for the Knicks to
Absolutely.
take the chip, absolutely.
Y'all niggas are disgusting. So y'all might as well do the same shit for the Mets then, because they do the same shit.
And
No,
I'll tell you,
yeah, I agree. That's need the same shit if they ever.
if
Horrible.
they do make it, if they do win the chip. Oh my God, this shut the whole city.
All right, if the
Yeah.
Knicks, all
Everybody
right,
going to work.
if
Anybody
the
going to
Knicks,
work,
if the Knicks make it to
ain't
the
even gonna be
chip,
safe to go to work.
look,
Right.
I don't even want them to win. If they make it to the chip, I will go and get another pair of Timbs done. Remember how I used to do my Timbs? I used to have Nick colored Timbs when I was a Nick fan. I will go get another pair. I'm not saying I'm gonna wear them, but I'll go get another pair
Now
done.
you got weird.
It was funny. Jason Tatum hurt his Achilles, and he walked in the garden with
With Tim.
Tim's on. Calm on my boy.
Yeah, fake ass.
Don't be
Because
disrespectful like that.
don't try to be New York when you ain't New York, nigga. If you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto because you wouldn't understand the ghetto. Yeah, trench. All right. So these were some things that I punched in the strength of a man. And of course, you know, you get a whole bunch of other shit. So I found something that was quite interesting. And the reason why I found it interesting is because these are things, 10 things weak men unknowingly do.
Oh, shit, boy.
And I saw myself in a couple of them.
It's gonna be like that.
Yeah, so here we go. One, avoiding responsibility. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Chasing validation. I don't do that. Breaking promises to themselves. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. Nigga, I promise I'm gonna start the gym this week. Yeah. Being passive aggressive. I've done that. Some people, that's all they know me for. Letting emotions control them. I have definitely done that.
Yeah.
You know I don't do that.
Playing victim to their past. Never did that. Living in reaction mode. I've definitely done that. Over consuming to feel good. Nigga, I smoked 9 blunts a day. Talking more than doing. I've been accused of that. Refusing to grow, which is supposed to be the worst one, because comfort is the death of greatness. So did you see yourself in any of those? About two.
Yeah.
All right. Now, my question is this. Even with you seeing yourself in those, do you consider yourself a weak man?
Ooh, absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah,
Nah?
Not never.
Do you have weak moments?
I'm human.
Yeah, we all, yeah.
Okay, no,
Absolutely.
I'm just asking the question. You know?
That was the perfect answer to that question, too. I'm human. We all have weak moments.
Nah, that's not actually a perfect answer. That's a good answer. It's not a perfect one. It's not a perfect one because people use that for all types of shit. Hey, I'm human. That's why I killed that bird. So let's go here. Growing up, what would you say was your biggest personal battle?
Being broke.
He said being broke.
Growing up, my.
He said,
I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I didn't care about being broke.
we didn't like. We knew we was.
shit about being broke.
You know what it was because we knew we was broke, but my mother and our creativity, I guess, just danced over.
Like,
I mean, we grew up. All of us. We grew up in the era where if you ain't have certain shit, you was a target.
Mm-hmm.
True. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And growing up, that bothered me.
Really?
Right. I remember a friend of mine's. He had he was first off, he was the only child. Both his parents, which means today I probably would have fucking hate him. And his pops was a preacher of a church. His pops had a church, so you know they always got money.
Right.
It was a pair of sneakers that came out, true, and they came out. And each one, like you see how you got the Jordan 1s and the retros. So what they did was they brought them out and they were named after cars. So you had the Porsche, you had the Lamborghini, the Maserati. I know it wasn't the Bugatti, but they had them. And I went upstairs to this nigga room because we would draw together. Okay. We walk in his room and his mother and his father went and bought him every fucking pair. Now, I don't know how I feel until I get home because my mother bought me sneakers, but they were Cobras.
She brought you the Cobra cars.
She brought me Cobras. Look, you know, the Nike swoosh goes like this. My shit went like this.
It had a squiggly line.
Right. I had the Nike swoosh with corners.
Yo.
And the funniest thing about those type of sneakers is you can do anything to them and them shits will not tear up.
Oh, wow.
Bro, I was dragging my feet to school and the only thing I had was a scuff. That was it. So
If I fuck these up, she gotta get me something else.
right. So I definitely get that the being broke as a young person.
One thing I dealt with being a young person, and he's funny. He said something like it. Trying to figure out if I wanted to go that thug route or if I wanted to be a chill dude. Because like I had moments when I was like, I really want to be a gangster. Like I want to be in a gang. I want to fight every day. I want to, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like, I'm not like that. I was like, I'm not about that life.
I was outside more than enough to see niggas get knocked out to realize I watched the niggas.
Like I was never soft for pussy, but
I
wasn't no OG killer either.
Yeah,
like,
far from pussy, but I wasn't looking for a fight. They used to have a club, and this is my childhood was crazy. They had a Jamaican club in the basement of a crack spot. Right, that's diabolical in itself. And we were there every fucking weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. One night, this guy, I used to go to school with him. Now, when I went to school with him, he was American. I don't know how after graduation this nigga became full-on Jamaican. I'm talking the hat down here, the furry Kango, all of that. However, this party was ran by real Jamaicans. I'm talking silk shirt, clock wallabies, ring on every finger, black as shit. Only thing they want to talk to is the young Puerto Rican girls. Nice guy, my friend. This was these kind of niggas. Right. He in there talking all that fake Jamaican shit, and one of them told him, shut your mouth, or some shit like that. And he said something. That man beat that boy so bad, he came back to America. That nigga was like, please, sir, don't hit me no more. That moment let me know, not everybody who think they're gangster is gangster. I'm just going to be me. So, yeah, that was never an issue for me. You know what was hard for me? Being chubby. Real shit. You had people who thought I couldn't play tag, so they always wanted me to play because they thought I couldn't catch them. Haha, surprise, bitch, I would catch them. I remember when I was 12 years old, a girl, I had a crush on her up until this moment.
Whoa, yo, you want to play tag?
Yeah. And then that freeze tag? Freeze tag? Nigga. Because, freeze tag, you do the 1, 2, 3, get off my father, I put you last one off is it. They do the off and on shit.
Bro said, I'm not playing if real ain't playing.
Yeah.
You're not doing it.
I hate people who cheat at tag. I was watching two little kids play tag the other Brittany son. She's gonna kill me. I was watching her son play tag the other day, right?
Uh-huh.
And he wasn't it. It was him and another boy. And every single time he about to get tagged,
he jumped on base.
He on base.
I said, listen, man, everything in the fucking world ain't base. You just play next to base.
This is what that pissed me off. I'm playing one game, right? Now, mind you, they didn't think I could catch them. So I caught like 2 or 3 of them. These niggas did some ultimate cheating shit. They did some old Power Rangers shit. Like, this was the base, right? One person was touching the base, and everybody else was touching that person.
Yeah.
Talking about extension. So I pushed the nigga off and then tagged him and then grabbed their arm, and I was like, extension. But it was shit like that. And I remember I was 12, this girl, I had a crush on her all the way up till this moment. Shorty was like, I heard fat boys ain't got no thing. First off, I had to go find out what the fuck a thing was. And then when I found out, I was like, oh, she ain't talking about me. But it was like, that was the type of shit until I got old enough where I just owned it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Once I was able to start buying my clothes because, the wardrobe that my mother had for me didn't help. I got strangler jeans and, button up dyke flannels and shit.
But you know what's the crazy part with you speaking on that? A lot of people don't realize this. When you small and skinny, you got the same shit just on the other side.
Right, because everybody want to fight you.
Yeah, everybody want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas want to pick you up. Like, give me that.
Give me, let me. Oh, if I could. Oh. And you know who used to piss me off the most? Yo. This motherfucker right here used to piss me off the most. You know why?
Shit.
He would stay at my grandmother's house, right? When I go pick him up, he want to run all the way the fuck home. My fat ass ain't running. This nigga at the corner talking about, come on, Bubba. Come on, Bubba. Shut the fuck up. If I get you hit by a car, you son of a bitch.
Yo,
Yeah.
JB, he said, that's why I go to private school. We all the same size.
You don't fit the requirements.
Oh.
Yo. Public school, all different sizes.
Nah, but you know what? I'll say this much about public school. I'm glad I went to public school because it taught me how to verbally defend myself. Mm-hmm. It taught me the power of having good jokes. And it gave me a little bit of confidence.
Right.
That I know I wouldn't have had in, say, private school. Like, because my son went to charter school, and I think he's still traumatized.
Charter school is very, my daughter went to charter school to elementary. It's different. Like,
they take away your kid being a kid.
Right.
Like, how the fuck I can't go outside? I can't even talk in the lunchroom for the first 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Charter school is different. It's so structured, and it's like, it's good.
It's good as far as getting your kid prepared for college, but it's not good as far as getting him prepared for the world.
Right.
Because you the awkward shit. Like, I'll never forget. And this was I said to my wife, we gotta get him out to school. Come home from the gym. This nigga comes in and go, they jumped me. What? Who? Boys at my school. Nigga, I'm up. Let's go. Walking through Brownsville. We get to Glenmore. Niggas outside. Mine, it was just me and my son. It's 9 niggas outside. I'm looking at these niggas like I punch holes in walls. Cause y'all ain't gonna be fucking with my son. So he like, that's them over there. So I walk home, I'm like, I do the parent shit. You gonna fight each one of them. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But anyway, I'm like, y'all wanna jump my son? Like y'all couldn't just fight him one-on-one? Well, we gonna fight one-on-one now. So they said, nobody fought him. We were joking. Malik. Huh? They hit you? No, they was telling jokes on me. I'm so mad because I got all of this frustration and anger and nobody to unleash it on.
Right.
Nigga, I ended up having another heart attack that same day, having to go back to the hospital. Huh?
You should have fought Malik.
I know, right? I should have. I should have. All right. So, matter of fact, when I get home, nigga, your ass is mine. Which part of your life, right? So we got preteen, teenage, young adolescent. Which part do you think you learned the most about life?
I'm actually gonna say adolescent.
Okay.
Because everything before that, I was just fucking freewheeling. I was willy-nilly before that. I ain't shit. Whatever happens. But when you become adolescent, it's like you're responsible for stuff.
Okay.
You gotta pay your own bills and stuff like that. That's when you learn about life and how you maneuver through it. Before that, you're like, what the fuck, man? I just spent this last time they on these sneakers. Mommy got money. Mm-hmm. Now you get, what I'm saying? You had a lesson. You like, I got 150. These sneakers is 120.
Right. I
gotta eat for the rest of the week. What I'm gonna do?
not even just that. I'm gonna agree with Slim. Definitely adolescent, because and you see stupid shit on like Instagram, social media, right? Like when you start realizing, nigga, I can't wild out on this toothpaste.
You say shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no limit to how much you squeeze.
You said I can't wild out on this toothpaste. Toothpaste got last couple of days.
Oh shit!
You ain't even fuck. Like all you knew prior to that was toothpaste getting low, toothpaste here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you knew. You know how it got here? I mean, obviously you knew how it got here.
But you ain't care.
You didn't care. You know what I'm saying? You wear a big ass glob fall on the sink. You
Right. Now you be like, wait, hold on.
Let me get that.
Yeah, ain't nothing on it. All right.
You start yelling at your kids and shit. Who's squeezing toothpaste from the top? Squeeze it from the bottom. You gotta get it all out.
You have to roll it. You have to roll it from the bottom.
They make devices that'll push it up for you. Like,
yo, you know what?
You're right. You learned struggle. You didn't know what struggle was when you were young because mommy and daddy took care of
it. Absolutely.
I guess for me it was like I learned all of that early. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at 14 I had my first job.
Okay.
And unlike white people, and I say that because white kids get a job and your money is yours.
Yeah, right.
I got a job and my money was ours.
Right.
Yeah, my mother set me all the way up. Like, I came in, I got the job. Congratulations. She took me, we went and got me clothes for work. She got me a Metro card and shit. Like, this was some real setup, like jail type shit. They give you the honey buns. Because as soon as I got paid, nigga, she was like, oh, all right, so your phone bill was such and such. You owe me such and such for them outfits. You only gotta give me half on the Metro card. So we're gonna round everything up to $400. Nigga, I had $638. I was like, can I put something on it? Nope, I need all my money. And that was at 14. So by the time I got 17, nigga, I was so good with bills and figures and shit. Like, yeah, like.
That's one thing about mama. Boy.
Yeah, mama taught us early.
She want her money.
And she don't want to hear shit.
Right.
She don't want to hear I ain't got it because she had it when you got it. But yeah, so for me, it started then. But I think my biggest lesson probably came when I was 17. And the lesson was some women ain't worth a damn. I was dealing with a chick and we broke up. And she came and told me she was pregnant. Now we broke up because she fucked my boy.
Valid reason.
Right. And the one that she fucked,
I can understand that.
The one that she fucked made me doubt myself for about 2 days because I'm like, out of all my friends, you fucked this dirty nigga. All right. So I tell her, like, I ain't fucking with you. It's over. Yada, yada, yada. She comes to me like 2 or 3 days later. Matter of fact, I wasn't even 17. I was 15. She come to me 2 or 3 days later and says, I'm pregnant. So I was always on some shit like, if I have children, I'm not going to do what my father did.
Right.
I'm going to be there. Like, even if I'm not with the mother. I go in the house and I tell my mother, Ma, I think I'm going to be a dad. She's like, well, you're going to be a long distance one until you're 18 because I'm sending your ass to Job Corps. So let's make sure that the baby is yours because I'm going to take care of the baby until you get home. But your ass is out of this fucking house. So I call Shorty, tell her to meet me because, back then we didn't have pages and texts and shit like that. So I call her, tell her to meet me. I'm like, yo, listen, I need to know if this baby is really mine. Because my mom's just talking about sending me the fuck away, and I'm not going away if this baby ain't mine.
Right.
It's yours. It's yours. I swear it's yours. I ain't been sleeping with nobody else. I said, did you forget why we broke up? 2 days later, she comes back and tells me, oh, I got my period. It was just gas. Bitch, I almost got sent away for you.
Right. Was she older or younger than you?
She was the same age.
Same age, okay.
And she stalked me. I wasn't interested in this chick at all. But it taught me that you can't put too much trust in nobody.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You say you love them and and all that's cute, but you got to give it time because there's going to be a situation that's going to show you if this person is really down for you. And she wasn't. And if I ever see her today, I hope it's at Broadway Junction so I can kick her down all those fucking stairs.
That's the longest stairs in the world.
Yes. And I want her to hit every last one. All right. When you mentioned growing pains, what was you thinking about?
The transition.
Okay.
Transition of like Slim said, right? Like at one point, mom and dad's taking care of things. Whoever's your parent, guardian, whatever. And next thing you know, right? Because it happened like that. No matter how much it's coming, it happens like that because it's that situation where you're like, fuck, this is on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so my thought process was like, did I ever really accept or understood how it all happened? You know what I mean? Like, because you don't really get to prepare no matter how much life is trying to prepare.
Right.
Then you got, obviously for all of us, right? What I'm pretty sure for the most part, right, from being a boy to turning into a man, how much did your kid play a factor in that?
A ton.
Right.
But you know what, too, for me, my first real girlfriend played a factor too, because that was the first time I had to like care for somebody else, even though she was a kid, but it was still like I had to care for her. I had to maneuver around her emotions. I had to learn how to communicate with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So my first real girlfriend actually made me grow a lot too.
So what age was your first real girlfriend?
16, 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, first, I had to deal with arguments. I had to deal with getting over arguments. I had to deal with, figuring out what went wrong and, all that stuff. So,
You know what's wild for me? Growing pains I hate to say it as a grown man, but was actually the entire thing of moving in with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because I went from living with my mother to living with who's now my wife.
Right.
So, we had Nia. I mean, like, now she want to talk about shut up. No, you shut up.
that show was for me or for you.
Oh, it might have been for you. We had Nia, right? And so it's me, her, the baby in my room in a railroad apartment in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. My mother's on one side, my brother's on the other side. So it was kind of cramped.
Right.
But I'm working. So whenever I get money, I'm giving her. One day, because of my brother, situation explodes. We got to go. All right, cool. We stay with. Oh, she said it was for you. So shut up.
He knew.
So we stay with her family. From the moment I walk in there, I go, this ain't me. But I'm gonna work with it. So while I'm working, I'm looking for another job because I was raised, you work. Fuck happiness, fuck trips, fuck vacations, fuck all of that. Absolutely. You work, you pay bills, you take care of your house, you die.
Right.
That's what was taught.
Horrible way to be taught.
But that's listen. My mother taught me how to survive. She didn't teach me how to live.
Right.
Was it? Bang! That's 2 in the night. So now I'm at a situation. Shit goes on. We can't stay here. Not that we couldn't, but it was just like, I know staying here is not going to end well.
Right.
We got to go. Call my pops, who was a double Dutch father anyway. 1 year he's in, 1 year he's out. Right. 3 years gone, whatever. I hit him and I'm like, yo, check this out. Because my grandmother owned a brownstone in Brooklyn. When she died, she left it to her children. Okay. So I call him and I'm like, yo, can you call Uncle Danny and see if, I can come stay over there, whatever, with my family. I'll pay rent. That's not a problem. Right. Oh, well, I don't know about that. I think the best thing you could do is pray on it. And fuck you too. Yeah. So we end up going into the shelter. I always say we got off light. We was in there maybe not even a year. And we was like, where they put us at was, it was a hotel they renovated into like a shelter setup. So we had a little kitchen, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but I'm working 2 jobs. Right. So I'm leaving the house like 6:30 in the morning. I'm not getting home till 1. And like, I was working so much, bro, I forgot the days of the week. I'm like, yeah, tomorrow, Friday, I'm off. No, nigga, tomorrow's only Wednesday. So this is when I say the first lesson up it came. Me and my wife were not getting along. And I know 80% of it is because of the environment. Right. But I I can't. Like, this shit is too much for me. Like, I didn't sign up for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the pussy was great. The baby's amazing. What we got is dope. But all of this shit here, I didn't sign up for. Her godmother, who she looked at as her mother, talked to me one day, and she's like, if you think it's hard on you, imagine what it's going to be like for her with that baby. Right. Cool. Dave Hollister, that CD, Chicago 85. That shit just talked to me. It was like he made it directly for me. So I rocked out. We made it out. We ended up at our home in Brownsville. Having your own apartment, there's nothing like it.
Right.
Nope.
Especially that first one.
Right.
Nigga, we had a couch and a bed. That was it. But I didn't give a fuck. It was ours.
Yeah.
It was ours.
Yep.
And when me and her got some shit and I had to leave, bro, that shit hurt. I cried. Yo, I cried all the way to the Bronx to my mama's house. And and that's another thing. I don't know how many grown men are listening or watching or will see this. Things happen. I get that. But we got to prepare in life, because nothing is more humiliating than leaving your mother's house because you're grown and now you got to come back and sleep on the couch. You sleeping on the couch. Everybody else is asleep. You can't sleep because this ain't your fucking bed. You wondering what the fuck going on in your house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, it was a growing pain for my ass, but no growing pain was like the loss of my mother.
Absolutely.
None.
I'm sure.
None. Like when you look down and it's like your whole family tree is gone. So for me, I would say my biggest growing pain has been just keep moving.
Yeah.
And in spite of everything, and it gets tiresome, bro.
Yo.
There's days when I'm just like, I can't no more.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole fact.
Like I'm through. I'm done. Like I physically, emotionally, mentally can't no more. And then I got to.
Oh yeah.
Because I got little ones. I got a wife, and you know what I'm saying? And then society looking at you like, you better not quit. You better not give up. Is that a tear, nigga? You better suck that shit up. Don't nobody care about that.
And it's interesting you say that, because as much as, you know, you're right, society is going to tell you that with words, you know, through actions, whatever. For me personally, it's never about society. With the pushing that you got to really push, for me, it's like my family.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about mom. I'm talking about my family I created. You know what I'm saying? Like I just can't. There's no part of me that could say I can't do this no more, right, and actually go through with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
My thing with that is, it's like, what's the alternative? Like, I give up, right? And then, okay, I gave up. What happens now?
I mean, you know what happens.
You know what happens. Like, everything is gonna crumble.
Right. So
and
like,
you're gonna end up on the L train, and you're gonna have
right.
the whole seat. You're gonna have a whole seat.
It's showtime. Da-da!
Like, there's no alternative. You gotta just keep going, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
until the wheels fall off.
But the shit about it is like, and I guess this is where you have the conversations with yourself. It's like, I know people that haven't been through half of what I've experienced in my life.
Mm.
And these motherfuckers is living great.
Like, you know this for a fact?
Like you
No, I asked that simply because
I don't know.
Social media.
You're right.
Make you
okay, so no, I'm not even
the
speaking.
front.
I'm not even speaking of social media. I'm speaking of just
what you see.
what I see.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't know what's in his heart. I don't know what, but lives great. And here, there's days when I'm sitting and I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I saw a post one day and it said, "Be careful who you call lazy, because you don't know what it took for them to get out of the bed that day."
Right.
And it's real shit, because bro, I have more days now than off than I want to, when I'm just like, fuck everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I say it to myself because it's simple fact. I got babies.
Mm-hmm.
I got a wife. I got a home. I got all of this shit that even like I remember one day I was like, I wonder what would the world do if I died? Keep spinning.
Keep spinning. That's it.
Keep spinning.
So that's a you say that, right? And yes, the world's gonna keep going. But the people that's really, really around you, people that count on you, the people that look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, that's the people that's gonna be affected.
But you know what's funny, and it's not to sound heartless. They'll get over it, and
No, they won't.
right.
No,
They won't get over
they
it.
won't. They won't.
They won't get over. They will accept it.
Yeah.
They won't
Okay.
get over it. It's
Right.
a difference.
Right. Okay. Right. But it's like I honestly feel, and it's funny I say this after actually contemplating it and having a whole plan for it. I honestly feel like suicide is the weakest thing a person can do.
That's
Selfish.
absolutely.
It's weak and it's selfish.
Absolutely.
I don't know so much about selfish because I've been there, but it's weak.
No,
it's
I agree with the selfish
selfish.
part
You're only
too,
thinking
because
about
you're
you.
thinking about you. You're thinking about giving
You're
up.
not
You're
thinking about you doing that
but
to affect
it
other
affects a lot of people around you. And
But
it ain't just oh, I miss you.
Right.
You know
See,
what
but
I'm saying?
like for me, and I'm not justifying it or whatever, but I'm saying like for me, it was because of all the things that I couldn't do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The feeling being stuck, the not having people to go to when shit is thick, the having to shoulder everybody else's shit and my shit. You know what I'm saying? And not being able to vent or talk about it because if you do, you're less than, you're weak. Oh, suck that shit up. Oh, you a man. You can figure it out. But it's funny that it wasn't until I had that heart attack that I was like, oh no, that suicide shit is bullshit. Because when death is really showing up,
Right.
you find out who's really ready to die, and I wasn't.
See, we gotta also stop doing that too.
What?
We gotta stop listening and allowing society to tell us, suck it up, don't be emotional. That shit is bullshit.
No, it really is.
It's bullshit. And we have to, as men, look to the camera, as men, we have to stop listening to that shit. Be human. If you are emotional about something, be emotional about it. Something's bothering you, speak on it, deal with it. Stop hiding everything and feel like because we're a man, we can't have human reactions to things. It's not true. And we really need to get away from that. Like you're killing yourself on the inside by doing that. For who? For society?
No,
To get validation from society? Fuck society.
No, you're absolutely right. But when you talking about people in our generation, and that was batted into you,
It's
your
bullshit,
whole upbringing. No, bro, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But you got to look at how we were
in the
conditioned.
forefront of your mind
But
just because.
But as you get older and you grow into your own person, your own man, you have to learn how to deal with things on your own, how you feel comfortable dealing with it.
But
not what somebody told you.
Right, that's true. But most people, their first lesson is what? Peace, King. Their first lesson is what? Is from what you've seen, what you've experienced, what you went through.
Of course.
Right. So in the Black culture, two things is a certain. One, you don't never talk about what's going on in your house.
Mm-hmm.
And two, you don't go see no counselors. Why? See rule number one.
And how is that helping us in the reality of it?
You know what's funny? It's a double-edged sword because on one end, it doesn't help. But I think on the other end, you know what it helps you do?
It helps you hide, is what it helps you.
I don't call it hide. It helps you function.
I do agree with that.
It helps you function. You might not be the greatest, you might not be your greatest self, but you are enough of yourself to keep things going.
For how long?
Till you die.
No, until that shit catches up to you. You can't hide no more. You can't.
Are you about to spaz out? Because you shaking a lot. Do I need to move over? Because I will stab the shit out you.
Because it's real talk. That shit is only going to last for long and you can keep it at bay.
No, you're absolutely
and then
right.
That's what happens. What happens is you keep bottling up, keep hiding it, and when it finally comes out, you fucking crash out. But
you know the funniest shit? This is coming from a motherfucker who don't never express his dislike for nothing. This is Mr. Non-confrontational. at his finest.
I'm telling you from my own experience, like when you're gonna crash out, and people look at you like, well, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, this is years of this. You're not
Excuse me. Do you got the time? The time. Right. It's time to fucking die.
Right, so which side do you feel like you on?
As far as what?
As far as
me personally?
Personally, do you feel like you hide shit in, you eat it, you be a man, quote unquote, or
baby, I see you.
Do you feel like I've overcome that and
I've learned to express it more. I've learned to be more
open about certain things. How?
Be vocal about it. Deal with it.
No, but all right, how?
What do you mean? Who? See, that's the thing right there. You have to find those people that you can be open with, that you can have these conversations with. That's the bigger problem. We don't feel we have these people that we can be open and have these conversations with without being judged, without being told, man up. That's serious.
All right,
you need open, unjudgmental ears. When you find an open, unjudgmental ear, trust me, you're gonna be like, oh, hey, yeah, I got some shit to say.
All right, so I put it to you like this: we all in serious relationships. You married, right? So, do you feel like you can tell your wife anything? You could get open like that with your wife?
It depends.
Okay.
And the reason why I say it has nothing to do with her, and it may sound weak, but it's about image.
Okay.
I never want to appear weak to my family. I never want them to feel like dad can't handle it. Like when I had my heart attack, bro, the pain that I was feeling, my son come and asked me, you okay? This was the first time ever I told him no. Mind you, I've had a broke leg and all types of shit, but this was hurting so bad that I couldn't mask it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't think I can.
Okay.
And it's my choice. I'm pretty sure my wife would appreciate it, depending on the volume that it comes, because she's a nigga too.
Right.
So I know I can't, you know what I'm saying? I know I can't 14 days straight. You know what, babe? Nigga, shut the fuck up and get over it. But I know certain things that I'm pretty sure I can come to her with. But for me, it's a whole thing of, nah, I'm not going to appear weak.
All right. Slim, what about you? Is your lady one of those people, one of those open ears, or is it others?
I feel like if I wanted to, I could.
Okay. So,
but do you?
At times, yeah.
All right. Cool.
At times I do. Do I express it all the time? Is it consistent? Absolutely fuck not.
Okay.
Do I know is this a limit of good? But in the same sense, it's like you still have to, or you still have, like I said earlier, find those open, unjudgmental ears. Okay.
And
they out there. We just
that's fine, right? I bring up your ladies because I do that with my lady.
Okay.
Now the thing I can't tell her, I can get vulnerable with her, shed a tear, don't matter, right? But that's that moment.
Right.
That's that moment.
Right.
So no matter how much I opened up, by the time I open that door,
it's more shit.
It's right back to where I.
And for me, you know, another thing for me, and this happened to me in a previous relationship, and I'm honest, it made it where it's very hard to get that vulnerable. I mean, my wife has seen me cry and all types of shit. Right. So, you know, she's seen me vulnerable. But I once dated a girl and told her some real deep, dark, personal shit. And as soon as we got in an argument, she threw that shit in my face with extra.
Yeah.
And it made me say, I can't share this type of shit with people no more.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think once you make the decision to share whatever, right? There's got to be like that back in the mind of that might happen, right? And you might address, yo, that's fucked up. I told you that you know what I mean? Because I felt comfortable with you. But you also got to be able to eat it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we know people are fucked up.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so don't tell nothing that you're that ashamed of, because that's not it.
No, it's just so fucked up. That's the way it is.
Oh.
That you gotta think like that. Like,
so
probably gonna come back at some
so
point.
then you
like,
what do? You find other coping mechanisms.
Right.
Like for me, what I found out is an excellent coping mechanism for me. I'm not talking about weed. I'm not talking about food, even though that shit is always there. Writing and the gym.
Okay.
See, the gym, I get to get it out aggressively.
Right.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be there when I do it anyway. And if you are there when I do it, you're not going to want to say anything because I'm promising you these words are going to hurt.
It's gonna hurt, right?
You know, what are some of your coping mechanisms if you don't have someone to talk to?
For me, it used to be basketball.
Mm.
I used to totally just escape. I used to always say the basketball court was my escape from reality.
Okay.
None of that shit mattered. And anything that was going on in life didn't matter at that point while I was playing basketball.
Right.
Then it became announcing.
Okay.
Now, I would say talking to my daughter.
Mm. Okay.
My daughter's one of my coping mechanisms.
Okay. That's a dope one.
Especially now that she's like of age and we have like very legit, real conversations. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. My daughters are so much like me, especially Nia. Boy, I fuck around. She be so what you try to tell me is never mind, Nia. No. We gonna talk about never mind.
See, mine now like that.
You know, I got thugs. I got thugs. My daughter told me the other day. She said, "I'm the son you always wanted." Now, mind you, I have a son. Yeah. I know.
Right.
What are your coping mechanisms?
So first it used to be drawing. That used to be my shit. Then it became pool.
Okay.
Playing pool was like same thing like you on the basketball court. But nowadays, I like video games.
I was getting ready to say nobody mentions the fucking PlayStation.
Nah, man, ain't no sounding like a kid.
For about 5 hours straight.
Nigga,
yo, I start dying. I'm like, oh, God, I'm a controller.
Nigga, I got my shit so close I could plug it up and still play. What the fuck is you talking about? And that's the thing that I think that's one of those coping mechanisms that you have to experience to understand it. And I think that's why so many women don't understand their man being on the game for so long. Right. Like, it's not about, I'm not playing a game. Shorty, I'm coping with the world. Mm-hmm. I'm coping with the bullshit I went through. I'm coping with the shit I'm going through with you. I'm coping with not feeling heard, not feeling respected. I can take all that shit out on this motherfucking fighter right here in Mortal Kombat and rip his fucking head off. I can kill 19 zombies and feel better that I didn't kill nobody on the L train.
Right.
But only thing with video games that depend on
what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Depending on what video game you play, that shit can stress you out just as much as reality can.
Yeah,
motherfucker. I don't know what you play, but I play 2K sometimes. I'm ready to break my TV.
He be the one talking about, oh, the game cheating.
No, and when you play with other people and they fucking retarded, and you like, bro.
That's why I don't play with other people. Nope, I sure don't. I have never set up my internet.
You're right. It does bring a different stress to you, but it still escapes you from what reality you were. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because I can turn the game off. If I get frustrated, I can turn the game off. I might work for 8 hours getting frustrated. Because
then that's when you start hearing shit like round 1 fight. You start moving like this. You're like, are you okay? So one of the things on the list was breaking promises to yourself. Mm. What's one promise that you broke to yourself?
I was gonna get out of retail management. Mm. That's something for years now. I've been really saying I can't do this no more, and I keep doing it.
I know that fucking pain. God damn it.
Finances.
Okay.
When I say finance, I mean the way I spend, doing a better job of saving money, stuff like that.
That ain't gonna happen until Nike go out of business. Huh? Who said that? What?
I don't know. These new tariffs, though. That shit might stop.
No, you gonna find a loophole. He gonna be like, yo, my boy. Listen, I found a new way to get sneakers. It take me 6 months, but I get them.
But yeah, I'm definitely working on like getting my savings account right. Mm-hmm. So that's a promise, but I keep fucking up and keep, like you said, buying things and doing other shit. And I'm definitely just working on being better with money.
Mm. Do you feel like buying sneakers and shit is also a coping?
Hell yeah, that's his therapy.
That and it's too. It's so. I seen something on Instagram the other day, and I was like, it's 100 true people don't understand that. I buy a whole bunch of sneakers now because I couldn't when I was younger.
I know that feeling.
So a lot of the shit I'm buying now is actually
definitely know that
filling voids that was there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's the fact of I work hard for my money. I can do what I want with it.
Right.
So it's like it feels good. You know what I mean? So that's part of it too. It's definitely a cool.
So you
I was very happy.
You couldn't get sneakers as a kid. That's what you're saying.
The way I get them now, absolutely not.
Mm.
It was like you got this little window right here. You got this little section right here. You got these 3 options right here. You had one pair for school, one pair to play in. That was it. Yes, you bought me sneakers when I was younger.
That's what the fuck I'm getting at.
All right,
because I was the one who bought the fucking sneakers.
Okay, but how did you buy me them off?
No. Nigga, why would I buy you more pants sneakers than me?
See my boy? See my boy?
You're just telling you where he coming from.
Right, where he coming from. Wow, this has been deep. So with the promises that
what you saying hell yeah about?
About you, I think about you with the sneakers being a coping mechanism.
It's for her too.
Nah, she got too many. My wife is a hoarder. We're gonna do a show on that. I'm gonna bring her in here, and I'm gonna bring pictures of all her sneakers, all her bags.
Jesus Christ.
My wife gets snacks like she's my size, and the snacks stay in the house
forever
until I go fuck it. Then I can't have nothing. Your now laters are now Laffy Taffies, but like, yeah.
Until I come over.
Yeah, when you come over, but she don't say nothing to you.
She just wants shit dead.
Right.
She just wanted to be able to see it.
I think one day I'm gonna talk to her and find out it might be a coping mechanism from my childhood. I don't know.
But you ever go to the supermarket, right? You're looking at everything and you get shit, and then as soon as you get home, you don't want the shit.
No.
Yeah,
but in the supermarket,
you wanted it bad. Yeah,
said that's never happened to me.
I'm like a little kid was like that. I'm opening it as I'm leaving the supermarket.
It's fucking horrible.
You should put back on the shelf.
This is fucking horrible. All right, y'all, we gonna end this right here. So I want you to take 2 seconds while we close this out. She said that's mine's. Damn. Yeah, I know. One thing you want to apologize to yourself for.
Ooh. Wow.
Okay, so while they think about it, I just want to make an announcement. If you follow me on social media, this is not a new announcement, but if you don't, here you go. Over the summer, we did an episode and we had Ray Luke pull up, who's an amazing film producer with credits Foster Sin, In Vain, Book of Raven, Intentions, and he has a web series called Roommates, which is a comedic web series. Well, you're looking at the newest cast member for the web series. Yeah, I filmed my first one. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. I filmed my first one this Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes, but make sure y'all follow me. If not, make sure you follow Ray Luke. Definitely follow X Street Media because I'm pretty sure one of us, if not all three of us, will be sharing the clips. Okay, have y'all come up with your things.
Fuck. I'll say not realizing or doubting I'm that fucking guy.
Okay.
Like, growing up, I had my insecurities, I had my, things I was, ashamed of and all that stuff like that. So it made me more of a shy person, more of a, laid back. I want to be now, as I got older and fucking him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
So I want to apologize to my younger self for that.
Okay.
Not growing.
This motherfucker. We having a serious moment. This son of a bitch.
I do not apologize to myself for
right.
being grown.
He can't help that.
Because right now, if you wanted to fuck me up, nigga, I'm going under the table, and you gonna have to take the long way to get to me, nigga.
I'm about to bring the table.
Right. Like, yo, can you raise the table? Nope, we keep it right here.
By the time he pressed that button, nigga, I'm gone. But in all seriousness, I'm gonna apologize to myself for taking too long to take life serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For me, I apologize to myself for putting everything and everyone ahead of me
That's
and
deep.
making the excuse to keep them there.
That's deep.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you really enjoyed this episode, make sure you follow the Reallionaires. Make sure you follow S Street Media, and you can put in the comments under the video, because there's a little space for that. What is one thing that you apologize to yourself for?
Ooh, I like that.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Reallionaires podcast. Slim and the announcer, Funny Man MJB, S Street Media, huh? Oh, yeah, of course. He want to make this announcement.
He needs
Go
to,
ahead,
he
sir.
needs to.
Yeah, because he's been announcing all over IG.
Oh, I mean,
Go ahead.
since we're talking about it.
Right.
June 14th, we are shutting the fucking city down. Ball for Peace, 9th annual Celebrity All-Star Charity basketball game at John Jay College. Make sure you get your fucking tickets. It's gonna be a movie hosted by me and a whole bunch of other fucking MCs and everything else like that. But it's gonna be a movie like it always is.
Tell us who's gonna be there.
So far, we got Mano. Definitely got G Dep in the building. We got Susie, Shiggy Show. We got Indio Champ, Ken Stars. Trying to see the Rory is going to be in the building. Trying to get SG Media in the building. It's going to be crazy, man.
So yeah, there you have it.
Whoopi Goldberg's granddaughter is back. So
who the hell is that?
Her name is Amara Sky.
And what does she do?
She's an actor. She's an influencer.
Does she look like Whoopi?
A little bit.
Damn. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Reallionaires podcast. You got the announcements, MJP?
No.
Okay. Yours is about to change. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next week. Have a good one, and remember to be good to yourself, even if you can't be good to someone else. Peace. Bow.
Charge my phone. Don't get me home.